What you're about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Starsat, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
Something is stalking the grounds of Nkandla. It has a taste for flesh. Its hunger will never subside. In its wake, a trail of death.
Bobo, have you been eating in the pool again?
You are not alone.
Sis, what's this all over the remote? Pesto? Jacob, come here!
What is it, my little pookie hookie?
I've told you 100 times, sweetie. Eating in front of the TV is low class, net.
Such horror could only be.
Yeah, Malume, you really need to clean your pool.
Creature from the green fire pool.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Kamachelo.
Salumkela.
Sonzela.
Wamkelekile.
To another state of the puppet nation.
We begin today by paying tribute to the victims of recent tragedies in Paris and also Beirut.
Both are cities known for their joie de vivre and living life to the fullest.
It is real people, but also this hedonistic lifestyle that ISIS, also called Islamic State, ISIL and Daesh terrorists want to attack and destroy.
I think they also call themselves assholes.
No, Deborah, I don't think they call themselves... Anyway, let's cross to Paris to hear about the situation in the City of Light.
How are you guys?
Well, we are sad, we are hurt, we are crying, the people we lost, but tonight we will still go out and party!
That's a great spirit to have.
We are not afraid of those assholes. See?
And we still have the best wine!
I'll drink to that. And the best pastries, and of course the best French fries.
And the rock and roll!
And kissing, French kissing, it's my favorite kind.
And the very best in completely innocent and entirely not biting humor.
Really? That's the thing you do?
Of course not, I was being sarcastic. Those assholes can go f*** themselves!
We really appreciate your spirit of freedom. We're going to light a candle to honor the victims and the loved ones they left behind. Deborah?
Yes?
Where's the candle?
I thought you were bringing the candle.
I can light my cigarette if you want.
Yes, thank you.
Now, do we observe a moment of silence?
Yeah, that seems appropriate, yes.
Allons, enfants de la... etc. Et merde.
While all the world leaders have offered their condolences, Syrian leader Bashar Al-Assad has had some slightly different words to say.
The Syrian leader believed this is just a taste of what happens in Syria all the time, and the French should change their foreign policy.
Obviously, Deborah, they should try to be more like me.
In what way exactly?
My way. More threatening, more terrifying, more deadly.
You're saying the French are too nice and that's why they were attacked?
I just think there might be other, more chemical solutions to their problems.
Are you saying that
They should dissolve ISIS with hydrochloric acid!
Well, that sounds completely practical and not at all disastrous.
I am glad you agree.
Another asshole.
Actually, Bashar, you are close. But no cigar.
What is your solution then, Mr. Putin?
Last time Muslim terrorists tried to terrorist me, I just gassed the f***ers.
In a crowded theater, and over 100 Russian civilians died because of that.
But how many terrorists have terroristed me since then? Huh?
Well, there is a small matter of that plane that was bombed and went down over Egypt with hundreds of Russian tourists on board.
You see? My Russian people go to the theater, they go on holidays, a little bombing or some gassing here and there don't scare them.
I might be wrong, but I doubt that France is going to tend to chemical weapons or gassing at this point.
Boring pussies! Bashar, wanna go test some nukes with me? Yippee!
I was afraid you would never ask.
You know, Deborah, didn't George W. Bush start a war on terror when he was president?
Sounds like the kind of Fox newsworthy thing he would do.
It can't have been all that effective, though. Can it?
That depends on your definition of effective. In my dictionary, it says, or was it my thesaurus? I always get my brain crossed between effective and affective. Affect, effect.
My brother was right on this. America should go to war more often.
Is that even possible?
How exactly do you go to war with an enemy like terrorism?
With shucks and aw shucks.
That's an interesting question and one to which I'll apply my mind when I'm president.
Remember, there's no time like being present. Would you like it to be then? Would you like it to be now? Would you like it to be a hen? Would you like a bigger cow? You want a future, don't you, Justice?
Well, yes, I do.
Then best you start being suspicious of everyone whose skin is slightly brown.
Let's not get carried away here, George. I'm for war, not racism. As you know, my wife is Mexican.
What about people whose skin is orange?
Hey!
Definitely be afraid of them. In fact, are you on some watch list yet? You really should be.
And more assholes. While most South Africans have spent the week offering support, sympathy and prayers, some have chosen to be...
Let me guess. Assholes?
Dan Roux took to Twitter to declare that the attacks in Paris served the French right for harboring militant anti-apartheid activists.
Yeah, even though the Eiffel Tower is lacquer and the French try to play rugby, but they still cuck, they have been enemies of the Afrikaner.
But don't a lot of Afrikaans people have French heritage?
That's what makes it even worse. It's like they hate their own people. It's like you being nasty to a Zulu.
But I'm not even... No, never mind. I don't have that many hours.
The French harbored Afrikaner-hating bloody terrorists. And now French-hating terrorists have come for them. It's like karma.
Sir, you think that black people who don't like the Afrikaners who have systematically destroyed their lives for centuries are racist, but
You don't get it, Deborah. It's hard to be an Afrikaner these days. Stellenbosch University has forsaken us. Facebook doesn't have a flag for white genocide. We're public enemy number one.
Maybe just you, Steve. Maybe just you.
And Dan Roux. Rain dances have failed.
But throwing shoes on the roof is working.
As South Africans prepare for a drought and water restrictions are put into effect.
Is eating out of a pot to stop the rain or to bring it?
Shouldn't I be asking you?
It's going to be a long, dry summer.
It's going to be a long, dry, hot summer, Justice.
I just said that.
But we'll make it through together.
No, we won't. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I mean, together as a people. We can stay nice and cool by staying in the shade and cutting our hair off like me so we don't have to wash it.
I'm ahead of you there, Deborah.
And of course, no baths. We can save and stay clean by showering together.
I'll give that a miss.
We can save water by drinking cocktails instead of water. I've already started.
That reminds me, I'm thirsty.
And also, don't wash your car. Take a Uber instead.
Because no one ever washes those, obviously.
Oh, and to all those breeders, I mean parents, wait till the children are in the grass before you water it. That way, they are clean and cool and hydrated, just like the lawn.
Strangely, that's not the silliest thing I've heard him say.
Oh, and lastly, don't be selfish with your saliva. A good long kiss may save a life. Mwah. Mwah.
I'll never be that thirsty.
You actually turned me off French kissing.
Mwah.
We offered random women on the street a mystery beauty treatment to see if they could. Mystery? What do you mean it's a secret?
Oh, please stop talking to me. What's with the camera? Some of us aren't legal, you know. You can't just film us.
Beauty treatment. Then I fucking wake up with my kidneys missing, eh?
What? Just let me talk, please.
Where's your filming permit?
Why would I say yes to this? I'm late for a meeting. Watch my face! Do you know how long my makeup took? Now I must wash it off. Beauty treatment! Hey, what are you trying to say? Does my beauty need treating? We paid a group of women to pretend to take a mystery beauty treatment after explaining it to their agents. They felt their skin was softer, smoother, more radiant. No, I didn't say that. I would never say radiant. So, what did we use?
All this fuss? For soap?
No, man, stop fucking wasting my time.
Pigeon soap. We added a bunch of stuff and it's still soap. Sorry. Fucking soap!
Did you hear Figile Mbalula is going to give a genius talk?
What? Just because he uses big words?
Well, you know, big words are awfully nice. What's your favorite big word?
Jumentus.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Am I Jumentus?
You're absolutely, totally Jumentus, Justice.
Thank you. So what does it mean, though, really?
It means smelling of horse urine.
No, really.
Really?
I don't really smell, though, do I? Do I?
The presidency confirmed that a summons relating to the Marikana massacre has been issued to Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa's lawyers.
The presidency was also quick to remind the public that the Falam Commission of Inquiry cleared all executives of any blame in the massacre.
I like to look at summons like invitations. Everyone likes to get an invitation. Who doesn't? But sadly, this one was not for me.
No, they are not the same thing.
The summons went to your attorneys.
Exactly. The summons were served to my lawyers, not me. Lucky them to get invited places. Not for me.
I'm quite sure it's for you.
No, my good man. My lawyers have many clients. They are really quite popular people. I'm sure they get summons and invitations all the time.
So you are saying they represent someone else who was involved in Marikana?
That's the thing about being popular, isn't it?
Summonses are not the same as invitations.
Of course they are. I just got one to the presidential Christmas party.
Do you need an invitation to answer questions about the Marikana massacre now?
I'm sorry. My diary is full until 2019.
Cape Town Mayor Patricia de Lille is proposing a 750 million rand plan to fix the heavy traffic in the mother city.
The plan will enroll over 5 years to improve all the public and private transport systems.
This traffic in Cape Town is ridiculous. I was starving and all I wanted was a nice meal at the waterfront, but it took me a bloody hour to get there.
That does happen.
Not to me. By the time I got to Willoughby's, I was nearly dead and very grumpy. You can't be grumpy in an election year. I will be out of a job.
So this is so you can get to the waterfront faster?
I'm not selfish, Justice. Me and everyone else should get to Willoughby's quickly and very easily before the Susie go off.
Oh, that's pretty good reason to fix the traffic.
And we should also be able to get where we are going peacefully without wanting to corner the guy in front of you at the engine garage with a cricket bat just because he stalled when the robots turned green. You know, road rage is bad for everyone.
Yeah, especially for the guy who stole.
I just don't understand how those people get licenses in the first place. You know, it's clutch, accelerator. It's not fucking rocket surgery.
So you'll be looking into licensing as well?
It just makes me so angry. You know, these bloody nonsenses. They're very lucky I am such a calm and ladylike politician.
Very lucky.
They blossoms.
Paroli Oscar Pistorius started community service this week.
After spending a ludicrously short year behind bars for the murder of his girlfriend, Oscar's being let out to terrorize
Help.
innocent, needy communities.
Actually, we're having a little problem with that, Deborah.
I wonder what that could be.
I tried, hey guys. I really tried, but none of the communities wants me.
Ach, shame.
The animal rights people said I'll make the dogs nervous.
Ah, that animal intuition.
The orphanages are scared I'm not a really like a role model.
I wonder where they get that idea from.
I feel like I'm being discriminated against because I'm an Olympian.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
It just shows not everyone likes a winner.
Yeah, they all jealous.
You're so right, Deborah. You know, I want to try an old age home next week. most of those oaks haven't watched the news since I was still popular. Maybe some of them will even want my autograph.
I don't think so, hey.
I know. Why did you go try Orania? I hear they stopped watching the news in 1994. You can thank me later.
Case solved, milady.
Hey, thanks, guys. That's a great idea.
Dickhead.
So, how is your country?
Sensational. The good food, the beaches, the women.
Kyk, hier's 'n foto van 'n padteken. De Klerk. Hulle het 'n straat na my vernoem. Ja, jy jok man, dis Photoshop.
Kom en julle sluip in die huis in en dan mos hulle die hele fucking plek op. Ja. Maar partykeer is dit nie eintlik hulle nie.
Kadingenantheto iqulunqeyo bandenza ndiwadanzele.
They love supporting teams that break their hearts. They call it Protea Fire.
Fire? Like for top and up?
Yes, but this one leaves you empty and charred.
Hulle luister nog steeds na my CD's. Hulle noem dit musiek.
They still listen to our fucking CDs and they call it GIF music.
Ke motho wa go ba mosweu a re roads o swanela go gowa.
Hayi unamanga Julius Photoshop lena.
Bayasikhokhela amaholo ethu noba singezi lutho. Sifana nabalindi bemoto abahloniphekileyo.
Car guards.
Car guards.
Car guards.
And how? Oshiwan, Oyo Mai, Nancy.
Only a few weeks left till Christmas. Are you finished your shopping?
No, haven't started. Haven't even thought about it.
I have a color-coded hyperlink spreadsheet so I can keep track. I'm only 2 away from my goal, so...
I generally go shopping a day or two before Christmas. I enjoy the crowds and the carols and that whole Christmas spirit.
It's a wonder that you actually make it through each year alive with that cavalier attitude of yours. I bet you even pull your USBs out without properly ejecting them.
Well...
People like you disgust me. Let's cross to Rion to see what the old news has in store for us.
Ooh, hello, Deborah. Justice? I have a novelty USB in the shape of a banana. If you ever need to borrow one.
I think I'm good, thanks. When are you taking us today?
Well, Deborah, it's been 19 years since Vivre refused to take part in a vital piece of our democracy. Let me take you back. Good evening. Goeienaand. Today, former President Pierre Botha informed Desmond Tutu that he will not be participating in the TRC.
That's correct, Rian. This TRC is a fierce, unforgiving assault on us poor, innocent Afrikaners.
Isn't it all about unity and a healing process?
That's what they want you to think. I warned people about the Rooi gevaar, but nobody listened. Now these bloody communists want to bring their healing.
There are those who say you simply trying to get away with murder.
Murder? That's ridiculous. State-sanctioned killings, maybe. But I was just doing my job.
Oh, I'm fairly sure that's not a line a president's supposed to use.
Look, Rian, it's simple. Are you on the side of the Afrikaners or of the enemy?
Can I plead the fifth?
Bloody communists!
Oh, someone, please call Mr. Tutu. This man over here urgently needs TRCing. Help him.
Some people in the US responded spectacularly badly to the shootings in Paris, suggesting that what was missing from them was more guns.
Donald Trump said at a rally how interesting it was that this tragedy occurred in a country with strict gun laws, while other nutters took to Facebook to extol the virtues of killing machines.
People always get so goddamn mad when I say things that are true, like Obama's shit smells just like monkey shit.
Do you really think that France's gun laws had any relevance to this tragedy?
Of course not, Black News Guy, but nobody will put me in the headlines if I'm a boring, sappy punk who just sobs and lights goddamn candles for dead people. Dead people can't see candles, Black News Guy. Put that in your crack pipe and smoke it.
What's really important here is that the guns are freaking awesome. Sweet Jesus, have you seen my fine, magnificent specimen? I like to sleep with this baby between my legs.
Miss Palin, I fail to see how more guns would have helped. More guns, more bullets, leads to more shooting, more deaths.
Only if Islamic Muslim terrorists have them, not if white people have them.
They should just stand at the borders and shoot any Muslims that try to get in. Heck, I'm not busy next week. I will even do it for them.
I really don't think that that's what France needs.
At least our governors are finally wising up and refusing to let those deadly Muslims into the U.S. This pussy fatso Christie won't take 3-year-old orphans? I swear to you, when I'm president, I won't even take retarded infants in nappies from Syria or Mexico.
Right? Oh, Mr. T.
Spell off to me. A-S-S.
Holes.
Exactly.
It turns out we've all been wrong. According to Zimbabwean Foreign Minister Simbarashi Mubengegwi, Robert Mugabe is the voice of Africa.
I thought it was Vicky Sampson.
I had my money on Yvonne Chaka Chaka.
So why does this guy think it's Robert Mugabe?
Indeed, people, I am the voice of Africa.
Can you even sing?
I, the honorable and righteous ruler of the continent, am the only person who can speak for Africa.
Says who exactly?
Maybe we missed a meeting of the African Union.
I think we missed all of them.
Excuse me, Mr. Mugabe?
Hey, just call me supreme ruler and sole voice of Africa. Africa is tired of the endless questions from the imperialistic journalists and Western media.
Hey, Bob! Bob!
Africa is tired of not being taken seriously by the Western media.
Looks to me like Africa is exhausted.
Mr. President! Mr. President!
Africa will take a nap now. Africa needs to rest. Imperialist.
Tokyo Sequale has made it through the FIFA ethics review and now heads down the final stretch in the race for FIFA presidency.
How did he do that?
Well, it must have been a comparative test. You know, when you're involved in dodgy dealings in rands, it's not so bad compared to the guys who are dodgy with dollars.
Tokyo Sequale's name will appear on the ballot alongside Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, who has been accused of gross human rights violations, Prince Ali bin Al Hussein, Jerome Champagne, Gianni Infantino.
Sounds like the cast of a Disney film.
Do you see Platini name here? No. Me neither. They are not me, but these are good candidates.
I'm still wondering how they all made it past the ethics review.
I'm sure you personally vetted them, right?
I will admit some of them have colorful pasts and even colorful presents. Colorful helps in this job. Just like you, Mr. Blatter, and me. I'm also colored. Shut up, Danny! I am not colorful. I am falsely accused.
I think you spelled by-election wrong on your sign there. There's no U in it.
There is when you are following Mr. Blatter's plan. Shut up, Danny! My English is not always so good, but my plan is foolproof.
Mr. Sequale, what's your plan to win this election?
My plan is also foolproof and very straightforward. I will rely on my record of honesty, my natural charisma, and my proven business skills.
I don't think you've met this kind of fool before, Mr. Blatter.
So, there you have it. The highs and the lows, the ins and the outs, the shake it all about of this week's news.
This has been the 107th State of the Puppet Nation. Goodbye.
Bye. You know, Deborah, I've been thinking.
Yes?
It's important that we show solidarity with Paris, don't you think?
Yes.
Good. So you agree we should end with a French kiss?
No. I think we've shown plenty of solidarity already, so...
It's for world peace.
No!
You know, you just don't care about anyone other than yourself. That's your problem. Not like me. I'm a lover, not a fighter.